As we continue focusing on humility and working off of our text from Matthew 18, with which we began the week, and Jesus saying, unless you become humble like a little child, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. I want to turn today back to a wonderful psalm, Psalm 25. I encourage you or invite you to consider reading all 21 verses of that psalm. It's filled with wonderful verses and great instruction. And particularly, I want to direct your attention to verse 9, which is, He leads the humble in what is right and teaches the humble His way. Uh, God doesn't instruct the proud. God doesn't instruct the arrogant. God doesn't instruct those who already think they know it all, already think they know everything. If we want to learn from the Lord, if we want to learn from God, it requires a posture of humility, of openness, of having a teachable spirit. It's so important that we never get a sense, no matter how long we've been pursuing our faith, matter how long we've been following Christ, that we not get to a place where we think like I've arrived. I know it. There's nothing else I need to know. We want to be open because God leads the humble in what is right, and He teaches the humble His way. And what does God's way look like? Well, the very next verse, verse 10, says, all the paths of the Lord are steadfast love and faithfulness for those who keep His covenant and His decrees. And this is speaking to the way the Lord acts is with steadfast love and faithfulness. And that is specifically to those who seek to be obedient, to live an obedient life. One of the members of our church was struck by the line in Deuteronomy about how we are called to be a holy people, and she didn't recall hearing that admonition before, but being called to holiness and obedience is something that we read throughout all the pages of the Bible, and we are far more likely to be obedient to God if we have a posture and an attitude of humility, and to recognize how much we need God's guidance and direction in our life, and that the God who wants to guide us is a God of steadfast love and faithfulness. I encourage you to take a look at Psalm 25. Earlier in the psalm, it says, make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all day long. I pray as you go all through this day that you will invite God to lead and to teach you, that you may walk in God's ways this day and always.